A new DSLR full frame has been announced. Well, what is it? Is it the heavily rumored Nikon D600? Did Canon release something, or was it something else? Stay tuned. A new full frame was announced last night, and with Photokina coming up, expect to see it announced and actually revealed. What is it? It is not the Nikon D600. It has nothing to do with the 5D, 6D, or 7D for Canon. It's actually a Sony. So all these Sony users out there, if you are looking to make a full frame jump, go for it. I feel like this is going to be a good camera for you. And to start off, if you're a Nikon or Nikon Canon user, I don't think it would be a good option. So what is this camera? It's called the Sony a99. I have some of the specs here just written down because there's a lot of them. I'll rifle through them and just give my quick thought. So as I said, the Sony a99, it is going to be $27.99. So for $2,800, you're making the full frame leap. As I said, if you're a Sony user, this is probably a good option for you. You can actually pre-order this right now. It has a 24 megapixel sensor. It shoots full 1080p video at 24 frames a second, and there's also 60 frames per second, I believe, that they announced. And that's a pretty cool thing. I think they're really trying to follow Canon in regards to this, because it resembles a 5D Mark III a little bit, and it has the same magnesium alloy body. It shoots 6 frames a second. The weird thing is it shoots dual SD cards. So it's not compact flash. You know, I'm kind of curious why it's not. You know, you're in the full frame, you want to get into compact flash. So it has a dual SD card slot for SD cards. Headphone, mic input. It has a 102 autofocus point system, and it also has a swivel screen. So you can kind of see they are building for video. And the big drawback they're saying is the viewfinder. So that'll be interesting to see if that really is a drawback when this is actually brought out. Besides that, there is a shutter life, they say, of 200,000 actuations. So kind of compare that to the I think it's the 700, the 800, and the 5D Mark II. I think the Mark III is rated a little higher in regards to shutter options. And it's being released with an optional grip, which is the Sony Alpha SLT A99. Blah. And basically, I'll post a picture of it over here, actually. Post a picture of it, and you kind of see it looks a little weird. The shutter's at a weird spot. But yeah, so for $2,800, Sony users, you can go full frame. Keep looking for this at Photokina. You can pre-order it right now. And just a quick mention, besides the release of this Sony a99 full frame camera, they released a mirrorless camera, the Sony Alpha NEX6, and a compact camera, the Sony RX1. So quick thoughts, if you're a Nikon or Canon user, I don't see a switch at all. There's nothing really that sticks out to it. It's not like it's a red camera and it shoots, 240 to 6,000 frames per second or anything, a little exaggerated, but that's fine. So I feel like this is going to be a good little DSLR for video. Once again, the stills, I'm not sure. I'm not sure how it's going to be in low light. It goes from 100 ISO to 25,000 ISO. But if you're at 25,000 ISO, just like throw paint on a wall. That's what it'll look like. That's about it. $2,800 Sony users might be a good option if you're looking to. If you're already heavily invested in Sony and haven't already left, it might be a good option. The Sony a99, that's about it for me. Nikon, Canon, I'd say stay where you're at. I'm staying where I'm at. Keep watching at Photokina. Eric Rossi, the guy with the eye. Please subscribe and take it easy. Let me know down below, actually, if you are a Nikon or Canon user, if you are thinking of possibly switching, to something like this. Yeah, I wouldn't either. Or if you are a Sony user, do you think this is a nice upgrade, a nice full frame addition to the Sony line of products? Let me know down below. Eric Rossi, the guy with the eye. Have a good one.